All right, class, let's go ahead and finish up this last one here. We have 7 over 8, and just like we talked about last time, we're going to start with just getting this into a percent because that's the easiest to go from a fraction to a percent. And remember, we're going to first set this equal to 100, and the numerator is going to represent the percent. So here we're going to put the percent. Let's get from 8 to 100. How do we do that? It's a good question. It's a hard one. We don't know specifically off the top of our heads because it's not an easy number to multiply something by. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 100 and we're going to divide it by 8. Because if we can figure out what 100 divided by 8 is, then that's going to be the number that we can multiply by 8 to get to 100. So does 8 go into 1? No. Does 8 go into 10? Yes, it goes in there once. So we put an 8 here and we get a 2 left over. 8 does not go into 2. So we're going to bring down our 0. And does 8 go into 20? Yes, it goes into it 2 times, which is 16. And we get a 4 left over. Now, 8 doesn't go into 4, so we're going to have to be adding a 0. But before we can add a 0 here, we're going to put a decimal. And now we can put the 0, bring it all the way down here, and add it to the 4, which is making it 40. And 8 goes into 40 5 times, which is 0, and we are done. So we figured out that 12.5, if we multiply 8 by 12.5, we will get 100. So we're going to put here multiply 8 by 12. Oops, sorry guys, my mouse is not working. 12, what is going on? Let's try this, 12.5, okay? And if I did it to the bottom, I know that looks really bad, guys, but we'll do the top here, 12.5 at the top as well. So 7 times 12.5 will give us our answer. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to erase all of this. I don't know what's wrong with my mouse. Anyways, so 12.5 times 7. So I'm going to put 12.5 and we're multiplying it by 7. Now remember, because there's a decimal, I'm actually going to move it out of the way one time. So I'm going to put over here, I moved it one time, and that way I know that by moving it one time, I'm going to bring it back in when we're done. So for right now, I can go ahead and just erase it. So 7 times 5 is 35, so I put my 5 here, the 3 goes on top. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 3 is 17. And oops, sorry about that, Mr. Gonzalez. Got to go back to 5th grade math. Put a 1 up top. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So we have 875. Bring our decimal back in, which gives us 87.5. So we have here 87.5%. So we can go ahead and write that right here, 87.5%. And now all we have to find is the decimal. Now, remember how in the last video that you just watched, we talked about the importance of knowing place value. In this case, we have 87.5, and we want to move to the hundredths place, which means you're going to move it 2 times, and now we have 0.875. And the reason why we need to know our place value is so that way we can know how many times we need to move that decimal out of the way, and we are all done. Let me erase this. And again, guys, if you have any questions, this is what my office hours are for. Pop right into the office hours, whether it's the AM or the PM one. You can come in and just join. If I'm helping someone out already, just quietly wait, mute your microphone. But if I'm not, then we're free to talk about whatever you need help with. I'm here for you guys to help you out and make this all easier.